All right, giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the Akim out there doing the work of Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, in truth, faith, and in sincerity. Shalom to all you brothers. This is live impromptu, from the brothers here at GMS Houston. We're just going to go into let the spirit flow, go into an open forum type of lesson, and pray that you brothers be edified, in the reading of the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. So, one of the things, me and the brothers sitting here reflecting on is how society is messed up today, in the way that, society caters to women, and as a result, women are totally out of control and out of order because they're not required to have to develop themselves, develop their character. They're not required to work on themselves. Men just give them praise openly without them even, without them earning it. They're just giving praise and validated by men. So what does this do? This creates a lazy bitch. And this lesson ain't to just go in on women, but at the same time, right? We're talking about how society is messed up. And so when you afford these women all of these, this praise and flattery and these gifts and whatnot, you get what you got today here in America. But we'll get into some of these scriptures, brother. You had anything you want to add on that? Or any precepts or whatever? You got it. Well, we'll kick it off Isaiah 32 and 9. We'll kick it off right there. And then the Spirit jump on you. You want to speak or say something, just go on and get it in.
This is Isaiah 32 and verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease.
Right, rise up, you women that are at ease. There's a lot of women here in the world today, mainly here in America, biblically known as Babylon the Great, also spiritually known as Sodom and Egypt. A lot of women here is at ease. They're not worried about a damn thing, They run around here, they think they're tough, they think they're men, or they behave as men. And it's it's just a total disorder in the world, chaos right now. But go ahead,
Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech.
Give ear unto my speech. Now, I'm going to read a little bit of this article right here. I wasn't going to read it. Hopefully it pull up, but I'm going to go and read it. It says, rise up, you women that are at ease. The Most High said, hear my voice, you careless daughters. So I got this article right here. All right. Now this is from, I guess, Bazinga, whatever this is, but it says woman gets $5.2 million settlement in lawsuit over contracting STD in partner's vehicle. And it says Elon Musk calls this crazy. This is the headline. But right, the point here being that this woman was able to sue Geico, a major insurance company, because she contracted an STD in a man's car. So this is just a perfect example of how women don't have to have any accountability. Oh, he just gave me an STD. Well, bitch, you don't have any judgment or discernment to say, what does your responsibility play into all of this? But they take no responsibility, they take no accountability. And it's always somebody else's fault with the woman. And this is why you see women out of control in society today. No one holds them accountable, whether it be the black woman, whether it be the Edomite woman. None of them are required to have any responsibility for any of their actions. But this is a woman that are at ease. But here, the Most High is speaking to Israelite women. Read that again now. And we don't even have to go into the article. The headline says it all.
Yeah,
You know,
man.
she sued Geico and won a $5.2 million settlement. She was awarded $5 million for catching an STD. And then you wonder why America is in the shape that it's in. And you run around and you believe that this place is how they say, well, you'll say, God bless America. Right. This place is not blessed. And it can't continue in this fashion. It can't continue this way. You know, this is what you're seeing. These are all the signs of a dying empire. And you get shit like this. Shit like this went on in ancient Rome. You know, with the putting women up on pedestals and in positions of power and all a bunch of debauchery and degradation, like the brothers bring out, a lot of decadence. And America is in great decadence, which goes back to decay. And we'll read that too out of the book of Isaiah, but let's knock that out and we'll go to Isaiah 14.
This is Isaiah 32, verse 9. It says, "Rise up, you women that are at ease."
And again, brother, you want to make a point, just go on and bring it out, brother. Go ahead.
Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women.
So Most High is going to bring troubles upon you, women, for your total lack of care. Women don't care. That's careless. You careless daughters. Y'all don't give a fuck. Y'all don't care about shit except, you. Women are a bunch of narcissists, self-centered narcissists, and they're not behaving in the capacity of a woman. To be a true woman means servant. All right. And these women out here serving themselves. So in essence, they're actually not women. You know, just a bunch of out of control, narcissistic, horrible people. You had something, brother? What you thinking about?
I just going in how women supposed to be, and how the young women are supposed to be taught by their mothers. All right. So this is
That's right, brother. That's right.
I got to get pages ripped so like you.
Oh, okay, fine. But yeah, shit, while the brother get that, like I said, it just ain't to go in on the women. We know the men are out of order. This whole place is out of order. You know, the Heavenly Father is getting ready to bring judgment on this place. You know, the Heavenly Father deals with order. Right now, the entire world is in anarchy. It's in chaos. And a brother spoke at camp about, certain protests that are going on around the world, and yeah, all this is going to culminate into a third world war. You got all of these protests. You got wars and skirmishes going on around the world. Rumors of war, just as was prophesied, because we are in the time of prophecy. But go ahead,
This is Titus chapter 2, verse, I'm going to start at 1. But speak thou the things which become sound doctrine. The aged men be sober, grave, temperate, sound in faith, in charity, in patience. Right? Because you mentioned, it ain't just the women. We don't just be getting on the women. You know what I'm saying? The men are out of order as well.
And that's important. That's important. Let's just stop and think about that for a minute with this truth. Just as in the garden, right? The Most High spoke with who? He dealt with Adam. He didn't deal with Eve. He put Eve in the earth for Adam to deal with. So it's like manner with this truth. This truth is the Most High dealing with Adam in a sense, or men, so that you can understand. He's dealing with men. And even in that, because why? We out of order. And he's using this truth to bring order back to the nation of Israel. And then that's the order. We will get the rest of the nations in order, including all women and all children, but it starts with us. Now I'm bringing that up because you got women, they won't even respect that, you know? And they'll pick up the Bible and try to teach and have women's classes and they'll, you know, and there's nothing wrong with a woman class, but the Most High got protocols in there for that. You got to be of a certain age and you got to be in good standing. You just don't pick up the Bible and do what you want. And that's what's wrong with Babylon. Everybody out here doing whatever in the world feel good to them. And that's not that's not the purpose of man. Now we'll get the purpose of the duty of man here in just a minute. But the brother got this powerful precept to bring out.
This is Titus 2 and 2 again says that the aged men be sober, grave, temperate, sound in faith.
Now you can sum that up and say that he be on point, you know. Sober meaning sober, clear of thought, clear of thinking, you know, sober in the spirit. It don't mean you can't have a drink or a taste every now and then. You know, it's lawful to drink, but all things that are lawful are not expedient. So if it's affecting your walk in the truth to drink, don't drink. You know? But yeah, a little drink ain't hurt nobody.
Right. The scriptures say, do all things in moderation.
Yeah. You gotta be balanced with it. Moderation. That's the key to life. That's the key to life across the board. All things in moderation, as the saying goes. But yeah.
All right, in charity and patience. Okay. Verse 3 it says, the aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not giving too much wine, teachers of good things, that they may teach the young women to be sober.
To be sober. I mean, a woman can't have a little taste every now and then. But you see, the brother read about the aged woman. Now the aged woman today, running around, she want to be a thot.
In the club with a daughter.
Shit, on TikTok. So they got the mom and daughter TikToks. They got twerking and doing whatever dances they doing. So what does she teach her child? Right. Slut them, whore them, sluthood. You know, they're not teaching biblical principles. So, you know, I'm not impressed with that women getting on in front of the camera and, oh, we're going to have a women's class. Another old saying, charity starts at home. What's your daughter like? You know, what's your household like? Let me look, you know, you don't need to go on YouTube. This ain't for everybody. We need to be on YouTube because we're men of the Lord pushing his truth of his word. And the unicorn's horn, this internet, was put here so that the word of the Lord could be magnified and pushed throughout the earth. But a woman, you want to do something for this ministry, take care of your household. There's some man somewhere going to be appreciative of that. Or, you know, maybe you got kids. They'll appreciate that. You know, but it does start at home, you know. Why is everybody out here wilding out? Because they didn't receive no instructions at home. Right. Ain't that right though, bro?
Straight up.
Yeah, I ain't impressed with all that, you know, because you didn't learn some scriptures from the elders or from some brothers in Great Millstone, and then they always got to put their spin on it too. They don't just teach it how it's supposed to go. Yeah. They always got to tweak it and pervert it. That's what pervert means, to turn. But yeah, brother, go ahead, brother.
right, Titus 2 and 4, that they may teach the young women to be sober.
Teach the young women to be sober. They don't need to learn how to twerk. We don't need twerking classes. You know, and we don't need y'all again. We don't need y'all on YouTube. This can be done behind closed doors. You know, in the privacy and comfort of your own home. If you got daughters, you know, if you got daughters, teach your daughters. You don't need to be going out trying to teach nobody. But go ahead, Doc.
To love their husbands.
Love your husband. That's the issue. And you was put here for the duty and the use of man. But yeah, it's an issue nowadays. These women they don't even know how to operate in love. They don't know what it is. Because society today has put a false idea, a false thought in their head of what love is. They don't know talking about unconditional love. That's not what the Bible deals with. The Bible doesn't deal with unconditional love. The Bible says love is the keeping of the commandments. That's a condition, ain't it? That's a condition. Keep the commandments, and then, you know, that's how you show love, and that's how the Most High is going to show you love. You know, that's how you receive love. So you give and receive love by the keeping of the commandments. That's a condition. But yeah, brother.
All right, it says to love their children.
That's a big thing now. That's something that's supposed to fall under natural affection.
Right.
But yeah, what you gonna say though?
Nah, it's just like, man, these women, they don't really give a damn about their children eating, you know, in today's time, you know. It's just
Yeah, I saw a post with a chick was talking about, you know, don't have 1 or 2 kids, have 6. So why? Because she had kids for money. And she talking about the child support. Instead of getting a couple of hundred, you know, 400, 500 from 2 men, have 6 children, you can get, or one baby daddy giving you like 200 per child every month, have 6 baby daddies, and you can get like 400, 500 from each of them. And you know, that's her philosophy. That's how she out there teaching that. You know, that's something she teaching. Get you 6 baby daddies. You know? So where's the love? Them children are just checks for her. And I guarantee you that's just how she treat them. And see, a lot of this, what you see go on in society, is a reflection of these backward thinking women. But yeah, brother.
Verse 5 says to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home.
Discreet means keep your ass to yourself. Nobody need to see your ass. You know,
Right.
that's, you know, discreet, chaste. Discreet means, you know, you keep it on the low. You know, keep it on the low. And that was prophesied in Isaiah. It said that basically they would be exposed. But you can read that. I'm going to grab that real quick in Isaiah 4.
All right. Titus 2 and 5, it says to be discreet, chaste, and keepers at home.
Mm.
All right. Good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of Yahweh be not blasphemed.
Come on, brother. You gonna talk on it?
Yeah, man. You know, so this is the way in which an Israelite woman, all right, ought to carry herself, man. All right, and these values are not, you know what I'm saying, being taught, all right, to the women, the young women and men, you know what I'm saying, today, man. All right, we see the result. You see what's going on with our people. State our people in, man. They out of control. All right?
Way out of control.
Yeah. That was a point.
Yeah, Con. So I'm gonna go here. It's Isaiah the 3rd chapter. You know what? I'm gonna go right at the point. Well, I'm gonna hit 2 points. I'm gonna start at 12. Isaiah chapter 3, verse 12 says, as for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy paths. And this is what we're talking about. The righteous way, the old path, has been totally destroyed. It has been corrupted by the powers that be, who want to see us powerless and destroyed. This brings you back to your power. You know, it ain't for everybody right now, but this is the power of the children of Israel. These words, Yahushua said himself, he comes in the volume of this book. Yahushua is our Lord. He's actually the Lord of all, but the nations are not acknowledging him. They want to acknowledge Krishna, Buddha, Allah, whoever. They want to acknowledge themselves. I'm the Christ. I'm the God. You know, I got to deliver myself. It's up to me. Hey, good luck with that bullshit. But the Lord is Lord of all. And he is our power. But right now, the powers that be have destroyed the path that we should be taking. And so children are oppressing us, and women are ruling over us. Totally out of order. Completely and totally out of order. And now, through the preaching of this gospel, the Most High is bringing or returning order back to this world. And those who are in power don't want to see that. So the dialectic is playing out good against evil. But right, so I wanted to start right there. That was a beautiful place to start through the Spirit. Again, Isaiah chapter 3, verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, which are the children of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and you Native Americans. This is who Most High is talking to. This is his people. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy paths. And it's been so destroyed that now people don't even know what way to go. They just making their own way. Everybody got their own way, different way to go. There's just a million different, hey, ain't that what Oprah said? Oh, Jesus ain't the only way. And great pride, you know. There's many ways to enlightenment or salvation.
There's only one way. You know what I'm saying?
That's that straight gate.
Exactly.
That's right. Okay, now I'm going to jump down here to verse 16. All right. For the sake of time. Isaiah chapter 3, verse 16. Moreover, the Lord said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go, and making a tinkling with their feet. Therefore, the Lord will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts. So this is why there's no, the brother read about discreet. There's no discretion anymore among all women, because that's the Most High discovering their secret parts. In the ancient world, a woman wouldn't dare to show her ankles,
Right.
you know, or wrist, or well, even her neck wouldn't be exposed a lot of the time, while it would wear a veil. All women was covered. Now there's going back to the law, there's a divine reason and purpose for that, just to protect the sanctity and basically our glory, because the women are our glory. So to protect the sanctity and the glory of what belongs to us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you buy a car, you just let every nigga just drive your car, jump in your shit be ragged as hell within 1 month.
Yeah, maybe less than that.
Right,
But,
like Jay, for real.
you had said something that kind of stuck with me. It's like that's supposed to be our glory, and you know what I'm saying. But it's like these niggas today, man. They'll go out and about with their woman exposed. Damn near.
They take pride in it.
Right. They proud to have their woman provocative. You know what I'm saying? You damn near see everything,
Seeing everything.
and then when another guy try to talk to her or something, you get mad, want to fight.
Yeah.
So what's the logic in that shit, man? You see what I'm saying? This
Come on, brother.
and then a lot of times them Jake is being fucking simps. Cause the woman,
Yeah, most of the time, yeah, she is wearing what she want to wear. He
Exactly.
don't want her to wear that, but she
You know?
tell me, yeah, women rule over them.
hey, so
You know, come on, women rule over a simp, not us. You know, we coming back to our true state and nature as men. That's one thing we lost. You know, we lost our way as men, but this Bible had returned that to us. So us first, then the women later. We did, you know, you women, y'all don't get right. That's why the scripture the brother read, many days and years shall you be troubled. Why? Because we gonna get you right. You know, the glorious body is gonna be given to the elect. The women gonna have to be reincarnated into that glory. Well, the first women, they gonna be saved in childbearing. You know, them that's gonna be changed and caught up in the twinkling of an eye, it's gonna be the elect men. We're receiving the glorious bodies. Women gonna be delivered, but you know, and they gonna get their spiritual powers too. But I don't think they gonna get them right up front. You know. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Yeah, that was it. It said, and the Lord will discover their secret parts. So it's all everywhere, just buffoonery. All women buffoonery, just everywhere, twerking on restaurant tables, twerking. Well, you know, I have some brother. I got a video from the brother Yakal up in Arkansas, and I had to show these brothers just to show the depravity of the times that we're living in, where this chick just out in the streets, butt naked, up in the store, buying shit, you know, butt ass naked. Butt ass naked, but what? With a mask on. What the fuck kind of sense that make? But that's the Most High fulfilling this prophecy. He said he was gonna smite the crown of the head with a scab, you know, and that black woman she can't grow hair. You know, and then they said he was gonna discover their secret parts. We see that. And I mean, damn, they leave nothing to the imagination nowadays. I mean, it's just all, whether she got on clothes, it's just barely a little bit. Now they so bold and brazen, they'll go out in public butt ass naked. But yeah, brother, that was it over there in the New Testament. You finished that?
Titus,
Con, all right. Well, what else have we had? We can go to Isaiah 14 if you didn't have a precept. We can start at 12. Just to speak on the depravity and the decadence of the times that we live in, we could bring that out, brother.
This is Isaiah 14, verse 12.
You may have to jump up. Is that it? We'll talk about. Yeah, you might have to jump up a little bit. Yeah, 11 or 10, 11. It don't matter.
I'll start at 10. All right, it's Isaiah 14 and 10. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave.
Now, what the brother is reading about right here, to give you the backdrop, is the nations saying this toward the powers that be, which are Esau, Edom. And saying like, because we're dealing with the Lucifer of this time. Lucifer meaning light bearers. So there's a light bearer at this particular time, and it's the ones with the knowledge. That's all it is. It ain't nothing spooky or You know that they got this church version of that talking about, Satan being cast down. He took a third of the angels or whatever. And no, we're gonna read it in a second. But right, the nation said, "Have thou become as weak as we?" Because at one time the Edomites wielded great power, but now the Most High is leveling the playing field, using Esau Edom to level the field. And what have they been doing? They've been selling all, weapons to all these nations, missiles, giving missiles to all these nations, because that's just the nature of this devil. He's a greedy dog and can never have enough. So he's sitting on all this arsenal of missiles and weapons. He's like, you know what? We need to make some money on this. And so you got these, what they call it, brother, the black market, where they be selling guns, like you seen, what's that, the King of, damn, it was with Nicolas Cage, the King of War. It was a good ass movie, but he was a weapons dealer. And he dealt on the black market, selling weapons illegally. I think it was King of War, something to that effect. But this is what Esau does. So now you got nations like Iran, Turkey, nations like Turkey, which is a NATO member. You got, of course, Russia, China. All of them sitting on. They have their own arsenal, nuclear arsenals. So they like, nah, you becoming weak as we. So that's what the brother's coming in, just to give you the backdrop, so we can go back and hit that out.
Right. It says, "Thy pomp is brought down to the grave."
No, that
verse 10.
Verse 10.
Isaiah 14:10. "And they shall speak and say unto thee, Art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us?"
Thou become like unto us, because the Most High is bringing this devil down. And with it, America, and with that, this entire system, this American way of life, which has went global. The American way of life has gone global. Over in China, they wear suit and ties.
Yeah.
They speak English. Now, they do speak their native tongue, but they learn English. Why? Because of the powers that be speak English.
Right.
What you gonna say?
Yeah, I think that's in Japan, where like they cities, it look like you in New York.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Japan.
Like,
Yes.
the whole city lit up.
Tokyo.
Yeah, Tokyo.
In China.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, basically just, for taking all that wine, man, from Esau,
Right.
man.
That's right.
But this shit, they got KFCs and shit, all that.
Yeah, in the
bullshit.
Middle East and shit. They don't eat that bullshit, but it's, over there in the Middle East and other parts in Asia. They got McDonald's and all that. You can go to McDonald's in Asia. Right. All right, bro.
So yeah, Isaiah 14:11, "Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vials, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee."
So right there, when it speaks about the worm is spread under thee, and it said, and the worms cover thee, the worm is speaking about that decadence, that decay. Worm deal with what? With rot, corruption. When your body die, they put you in that ground, you gonna develop worms, for lack of a better term. They gonna devour your flesh, and that's shit from the inside out. Because what I found out is them parasites in you keep living, and they start eating you from the inside, and then you got the worms and the maggots and shit eating on you from the outside, until you just a skeleton. So that's what that's talking about, that worm. The Most High has a spiritual worm over this place, over Babylon, and it's eating this place from the inside and from the outside, pressure from above, pressure from below. So yeah, this place is going to shit. And it's like in lightning speed. This place is falling. And an out of control woman is a sure sign that a society is spinning into chaos. An out of control woman. You look at the Middle East, They don't deal with that shit. That's one of the reasons why they couldn't wait till America get the fuck out of there, so women wouldn't get corrupted. They understand the concept of a woman in order. Out of order, when the scripture say a woman to tear it down the house, or a wicked woman tear it down the house, I believe that's what it says. But yeah, brother, you got it. I'm gonna see. I find that real quick.
Yeah, you know, yeah, man, and shit. You see, with them other nations, you know what I'm saying? They, you know, they ain't dealing with how Esau, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they don't. Come on, brother. They don't want that way.
Right.
Come on. You just go to that 12th verse when they speak about Lucifer, since I had brought that up.
Isaiah 14:12, it says, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations?"
Yeah, you can break it on down.
Right, so it said, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations?" Man. All right, so Lucifer is going into Esau, man. All right, see, he was once being in a position of power, but he, you know, brought down. You see, and right, it says, "How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations?" You know, so he was just great. You know what I'm saying? Above all these other nations.
That's right.
You see, but the Most High had him set up to where he's gonna have a great fall, man. Now he's become as weak as the other nations. You see,
Beautiful.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, come on, brother. Come on. Lucifer, just go back in the Greek. He was Phorus, which means light bearer. In the Latin, Lucifer is actually Latin. That's actually a Latin word. Going back, coming from lux, it's a compound word. Luz, going back to lux. Even in Spanish, they'll say luz. That means light. Luz, lux, luz. And fair, just like a ferry, you would take a ferry, you would be carried. It means to carry or to bear. So it literally breaks down to being a light bearer, one who bears the light. And that's because Esau was given the light of rulership to rule the world. Given the light of intelligence, Most High gave him certain intelligence on the left-hand side to conquer and take over the world. It was the Most High's purpose. That was his will. But what does Job 18 say, brother? We good on that. Go to Job 18 and 5. The elders had brought this verse out. You know, one of my favorite scriptures to go to.
Job 18:5, it says, "Yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out."
There you have it. Yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out. Lucifer, well, let me put it this way. The Edomites won't be Lucifer for long. And they even call themselves what? I can show you that stuff. What they call, or used to call themselves. But it became so mainstream now that, you know, they distance themselves from it, but talking about the Illuminati.
Oh, yeah, come on.
Illuminati means the illuminated ones, the lightened ones, the enlightened ones. But they say, what up?
It says, "Yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine."
That's right. So the light of the wicked is being put out as we speak. We're looking at it in real time. We're witnessing his light go out. That's why the scripture says, where is that? We don't have to get it, but the scripture says they were weary in the multitude of their counsels. Why? They got to keep having counsel because the Most High taking that light from them.
Yeah.
So they don't have the answers like they used to have. They didn't got to this point. That's basically the Most High gave them the light to get to this point. Now they got to this point to where they're about to fill their bellies, and basically they're confounded. They know what they want to do, but they just can't do it like they want to do it. You know, because they just come on and make a move, guess who else gonna make his move? So they call him the conundrum, the quagmire. So yeah, they just can't move like they want to move. So now they in the trick bag, like the apostle said. So their light has been put out or being extinguished.
They also being exposed. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
All the secret councils and all of that shit is, you know.
That's right. Well, this that one that I mentioned, Proverbs 14 and 1. It says, every wise woman buildeth her house, but the foolish plucketh it down with her hands. You know, and we're the house of Israel. You know, the nation of Israel is a house. You know, when you build a society, you're basically building a house or a community. You know, I hate to use that word, but Jake ran it to the ground, not even knowing what it means, but you're building a house. So the house of America is being torn down because women are allowed to be wicked. Their wickedness is promoted on women. They're not, basically, you know, you looked at as less of a woman in society if you're not being wicked, you know. But yeah, this is what's happening. In the society, when women get unruly, out of control, out of order, the house is being torn down. So yeah, this house is being torn down and good riddance. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, brother, we put a, you know, lack of a better word, enough meat into this lesson. I don't want to drag it out. If you got any ending points you want to close on, I'm gonna let you close it out.
But you know, hey, but just to say, man, yeah, we seeing the downfall of this place, and you know,
That's right.
we in that time, you know. So hey, and good riddance to Babylon.
For real.
Above,
For real.
man.
Above. By show me how it's shot. So take us on that,
Yeah.
brother.
Hey, with that, Lord willing, you know, brothers was, you know, edified, man. You know what I'm saying? And with that, once again, we giving all praises, glory, and honor
That's right.
unto
Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shah, Ba'asham, Hakodash.
double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. All right. Peace and blessings and many salutations to all you sincere brothers that's laboring and teaching this word around the globe. To the next one, Shalom.
Hey, Shalom.